Thanks for joining us, folks. We are here with a game at IGN playing Evolve here, and we are just getting underway with our Goliath monster. Look for him to get a quick head start here of about 10 seconds, and these first couple seconds are just so important. He needs to get some distance from this landing zone before the hunters land right on top of him.
Goliath on the orbital drill, and the hunters coming in on the dropship. We've got Markov, Abe, Val, and Cabot on support.
Our Goliath here having some trouble finding some early food here. He needs to climb this wall quicker. He's losing precious seconds here. And once again, it's just so important to get this head start. You're going to see that armor bar start to fill up and that evolve meter. And that's what makes the eating just such an essential part of this game here. Every bite you take is going to get you a substantial chunk of armor and build up that evolve meter.
Hunters dropping in on the dropship. They're immediately going to look for footprints, which is going to be hard since the rain is pouring down. But they do see startled birds early on in this match.
Yeah, very dark environment here, and with that rain, it's just going to make it so difficult for the hunters to get a visual on the monster. We'll see if they can catch him soon here as he's just about halfway to that meter. And look at that, the first stasis grenade coming in already, slowing Goliath down a little bit there. Looks like he takes a weak spot shot from the medic too. Already off to a good hunting.
Yeah, good start by the hunters. They've got him found here. It's going to be hard for him to get away with Abe in the game. Abe is going to use the stasis grenades and those tracking darts to keep the monster right where they want him. And look at that from Cabot. We have that dust there that's going to show off all the wildlife as well as the monster in the area that it hits.
And that arena comes down so quickly in this match. Goliath in heck of a lot of trouble here. He needs to duck and dodge. He's doing a good job so far, just trying to mitigate most of that damage here. He does not have a lot of armor here at stage 1. This is not a fight he wants to take.
Hunter's dealing with an elite Megamouth up there as well, trying to focus back on the monster. It looks like most of the team is on the monster. Medic catching up here, and the Goliath right now with the high ground.
Yeah, that Megamouth's going to be super important for the monster here. He needs to utilize that creature. Hopefully he can divert some attention from him over to that monster, and if he's lucky, it might even take a hunter with it.
Support finds the Goliath using that leap smash on Assault to knock him back. They need to get in there and do damage, which you've seen so far. They've done a pretty good job. They've got his armor down and are starting to work on his health, and there's that elite Megamouth picking up the perk. That's going to be decreased class ability cooldown.
Lucky shot from the Mammoth Bird there, takes down a hunter, and this is what I was talking about. It's so important to utilize the creatures in the environment as a monster as he gets one of the hunters down without doing any work.
Trying to work on Assault there. Assault with no shield. He's already popped that personal, so he's being worked on by the monster now.
And this fight actually going surprisingly well for the monster. The fact that he gets one hunter down is better than he could have expected, getting caught that early in this game. And now he's able to escape, only losing a little over a bar of health, and that's actually a pretty good win for him. Getting caught that early in an arena is never something you want as a monster.
Yeah, that's a big strike for the monster. That's going to be a permanent health loss for the rest of the match on Nick there, working as Abe.
Yeah, once again on the run here, getting some distance. The rain's still falling. Gonna remove a lot of those footprints, gonna block a lot of vision from the hunters, making it difficult, although they did a great job already catching the monster. We'll see if they can do it again as this evolve meter is ticking ever closer to stage 2.
You're seeing the dust tagging from Cabot again. He's throwing that out into the environment, and it's tagging the wildlife and as well as the monster there. They do have visual on him, and they're on a hunt again. Watch out for that Megamouth, though. They are aplenty in this map.
Goliath here finally finding some tasty 3-meats, and that's the key to any successful monster's diet here. Just so much bang for the buck whenever you can take down one of those striders here. Ooh, as he catches an entire mass of these striders. Hopefully he gets a couple here, and that's going to bring him all the way to stage 2 if he can eat the rest of these.
Speaking of eating wildlife, Jay Party, we have Abe in the game. Abe is going to use that tracking dart pistol to shoot that wildlife. If the monster eats it, it will then consume the tracking dart and be tracked in that way as well. So plenty of ways to track the monster in this map with Abe.
Monster needs to watch out here. The hunters have caught up to him, but he's ready to go on this evolve meter. Lucky for him, he's got the armor he needs to stay in this fight if he gets trapped again, and there you go. Just like that, the arena comes down. He's got a better chance in this fight, though, with that full armor bar. We saw him have some success in an earlier fight. We'll see if he can repeat that here.
Back in the dome, dust tagged and tracked. He's going to be visible, very visible for the hunters right now as they go in on him again, trying to work his armor back down.
Yeah, doing a good job here, ducking and dodging. That's what he wants. He doesn't necessarily want a head-on fight yet. Stage 1 is still kind of a rough exchange for a monster. He wants to get a little farther in the match, and with that evolve meter ready, he's confident if he makes it through this fight, he'll be in a great position.
Yeah, he's really just trying to stay away from them, trying to mitigate the damage being done by moving around this dome area. If he can keep that armor up, he's not going to take any damage to his health. But as you can see, the rest of the team here, the Hunters, trying to come in and do damage on him. Markov leading with the lightning gun, and you have the damage amplifier on Cabot. He needs to throw that onto the monster right now so that the rest of the team can do the maximum amount of damage. The monster, though, evolving right in front of them, which means no armor right now, and he's down beyond half health.
Brave decision there, goes for it in the middle of a firefight. He had pretty much run out of armor though, so maybe it's not the worst decision. He makes that alive and he's already at stage 2 here, but below half health. Not the best situation to be in here. Look for him to build up that armor quickly and probably try to get to stage 3. I'll be surprised if he goes for another fight like that. He's just taken too much damage.
He's tagged and dusted though, J-Party, so he is visible to the Hunters. He also startles birds. They're on the move to his location now. Let's see if they can continue to do damage with no armor.
The Hunter's doing a great job here, bringing the fight to the monster. They've caught him, looks like almost 3 times now, and he's just gotten to stage 2. You see that evolve meter on a long road to stage 3 here. He's going to have a lot of fights ahead of him still.
Medic and a Mega Mouth. Support gets him out. Nicely done by Cabot to use that rifle there to shoot the Mega Mouth and release his teammate.
Yeah, it's going to slow the Hunters down a bit, and that's not what they want. They've been doing such a good job of staying right on the monster's heels here. Any second slowdown like that is going to just give the monster too much room to breathe, and that's not what they want, as with full armor, a stage 2 monster could definitely take a win on an off-balance Hunter squad.
Hunters doubling back, trying to cut the monster off, dealing with that Mega Mouth again. That guy is not happy that they're in his neighborhood, and he's showing them. They do manage to get past him this time, and they are on the move nicely towards the monster's location.
Oh, we see some shots just flying over the side of the monster here. They just don't quite hit home. Oh, but they catch him right around the corner there, and they get the track off. That's going to be so important for the Hunters, as they're doing such a good job of just staying right on the monster.
That's Abe using that tracking pistol to get the monster tracked, so you see that red icon above the monster. You see his mobility that way, as well as support Cabot dust tagging again, making everything in the vicinity that yellow color so that they can be tracked as well.
Yeah, the monster here just about at over half armor here, and he's going to need every bit of that, as I'm sure the Hunters are right on his trail here. He needs to keep eating as he moves there. The trick is to stay efficient as a monster. You never want to stop moving, but you always got to be eating there. And this trick is catching monsters with ranged attacks, some distant attacks, so that you can just pass through, get a couple bites, and keep moving. As you see here, the Hunters are just unrelenting here, and they're just going to keep poking at that armor and tearing it down.
Cabot making a nice run towards the monster. He's able to cut him off. Let's see if he can get that damage amplifier on him and have the rest of the team do extra damage. The rest of the team behind, though, right now all he can do is shoot the monster and interrupt the feeding process.
And they do a good job of surrounding him here. That early cloak coming out from the Hunters, that's a good way to mitigate a lot of the damage from the monster. He's going to be relying a lot on that rock smash. He decided to ignore Fire Breath completely on the Goliath, which is an interesting decision here. Going to promote a lot of that damage from the rock throw, so look for those ever so important connections with the rocks.
Yeah, nice cloak from support. Finally able to use the dust tagging here that he's out of the caves. That's going to drop down. It hits the monster. Monster is now yellow, also being tracked by Abe's tracking darts. And here's the dome again. Jade Party, they've got the monster right where they want him, but he does have a lot of armor to work with.
And this is brutal. He catches the Assault completely pinned in a corner with that arena. They should maybe consider taking it down here, as the Assault just cannot wear through that much damage, and he goes down. It's going to be so important for Val to catch him, but this is a brutal angle. You have to watch the environment you build with the arena here, as he's pinned that Hunter in the corner.
Being attacked by a Doom Beetle as well, that is not the way you want to go out on the planet Sheer. Finally, the monster has a bit of breathing room, but he's still in the dome, no armor. Look at that damage amplifier coming from Cabot, and those stasis grenades from Abe. Lockdown, extra damage. There he goes. Oh. Winner, winner, monster dinner.
Huge
Nicely
damage
done,
spike
guys.
at the end there. Connects with a mine on that damage amplifier. Just tears through the remaining health of the monster. And good win by the Hunters.
The Hunter team finally coming together as a team there in the end, with Abe on the stasis grenades and Cabot using that damage amplifier. The rest of the team doing big time damage, and the medic, of course, keeping them alive and in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching Evolve. On behalf of 2K, Total Rock Studios, and IGN, I'm DB Sinclair. With me was Jay Party, and Evolve will be launching in North America February 10th, 2015. The rest of the world, February 13th, and we're having an open beta on Xbox One in January. See you there.